Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It's Denise Salcedo, and today I have the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, Athena, in the house. Athena,
See,
how are you?
you forgot the forever part. Like I feel like my people were supposed to tell your people forever. That's
Forever. Yes.
forever.
You know what? You're right, man, because you're killing it, Athena. So yes, let's add the forever in there. But obviously, you're here. We're on the eve of Final Battle, which is taking place in just 2 days. I'm looking at the calendar and I'm like, oh shit, it's 2 days from now. Athena, when you are, a couple days away from really big matches, like what's sort of the feeling that you've got going?
Like honestly, the nerves don't really hit till I'm in the building. So like it's real life till you step inside the building. Then it's like, oh man, everything really hits me. It's like a wave of energy of nervous and positivity and anger. Like it's a whole lot of everything, but the stress and the pressure is definitely on once I hit the building. So I try to relax and chill as much as possible before. Like I was telling you earlier, my gear kind of got lost and then found, and it just arrived at the door like 2 seconds before we started this. So it's normally just try to be chill and not punch a mailman in the face. That's pretty much it.
I know, I feel like that's always like the scariest thing, right? And not having your gear or your gear barely making it last
Yeah,
minute
like
and all of that.
yeah, it's wild because for the pay-per-view, I actually ended up making my entrance attire and having to do like several alterations myself, which has been wild and hectic. And I never want to use a sewing machine ever again. I just want to say that first and foremost.
So the gear that
Um,
you're wearing to Final Battle, like you sewed it yourself?
so my entrance attire I made myself. I'm not skilled enough to do what my gear lady
Oh,
does. Like
got it.
she's absolutely phenomenal. Like she's killed it like since we've been together. And I use two different people. So between her, Tanya, and Chris, like they've just been killing it with my gear. So I kind of flip flop and they just get me.
Oh my god. Okay, so obviously, we don't want any spoilers, but can you give us a little bit of a teaser as to what we might be able to expect? Or you can keep it under wraps and we'll just be surprised.
I mean, like, I know my hair is all crazy different colors and stuff, but it has nothing to do with my entrance. So just know it's in my realm of nerddom. I think that's the best way, and know that my hair has nothing to do with it right now.
Okay, okay. That's see, I'm excited. Okay, that's a good tease. All right. I'm gonna be putting those pieces
It's a good
together.
tease. Like honestly, if anyone once this airs, and I'll quote you on this, you can quote me. If anyone figures it out with a blind guess, I will personally get you 2 tickets to a show.
Oh,
Like that's
dang.
how hard I think it is gonna be to guess this one. So, and I'm this is
Oh,
the only like teaser you will get.
I
So
love that. Well, you guys heard it here, all right? If you guess it, tag Athena and let her know, and she'll get you guys 2 tickets. So there you go. But Athena, so December 20th, Final Battle, Hammerstein Ballroom. Of course, Hammerstein to get to perform there is always very, very cool. Have you already performed at Hammerstein before, or is this the first
no,
time?
no, I've been twice. It's one of the most iconic arenas for Ring of Honor. There's so much history there, and like it's wild to say that I've never wrestled there. I've been in the audience, I've been backstage, like I've seen my friends wrestle there, but like it's a really cool moment to just be able to have that time and that space in that ring in such an amazing venue. And the crowd there is unreal. It is like no other crowd in New York, dare I say the States, dare I say. But like it's such a cool venue. And there, like I said, it's just ingrained in Ring of Honor history. Like it's just the energy is on a different level.
Oh my god, so you're finally gonna have that moment of, "I'm not
Yeah.
watching from the stands, I'm not watching from the back, I'm watching from the entrance ramp into the
Yes.
actual ring and getting that whole point of view." That's exciting, Athena.
Yeah, it's really cool because I remember like being like in one of the upper balconies and just being like, this is just so cool. Like there's the I tell people this like I don't have a ton of bucket list. There's still plenty on the list, but I don't have a ton of bucket list items left. But like just being able to work in some of these iconic venues like that like I got to do ECW arena on the Indies and like going from that and then coming all the way forward, entering Hammerstein Ballroom as champion, being a main event match. Like it's top of the line. And I think we are going to be me and Minion 400,237 and 3/4, or whatever she wants to be preferred to referred to as now. Like, I don't really care. But we will be the first women to main event in Hammerstein, as far as I know. So yeah, as far as Ring of Honor goes, anyway. So that could be a really cool moment, another history on the belt there. So yeah,
Oh my god, alright, so, like, hearing that, like, my jaw just dropped because that is so
yeah.
freaking exciting. Okay, so main event, you and Billy,
Mhm.
this is, like you said, possibly the first ever women's, main event in Hammerstein Ballroom, like, that is
Yeah,
insane.
like to my knowledge, like, and I'm speaking specifically with Ring of Honor. No woman has main evented that venue. Like, as far as I know of, I'm the first and only women's main event within Ring of Honor on a pay-per-view. So it's really cool to just get another notch on the belt of history making, the inspiration to every division, as I like to call myself, amongst other things. But
It's
it's really cool and nerve-wracking at the same time because we know that we have to deliver. We know that we're gonna go in, I'm gonna beat the tar out of her, I'm gonna win. She's gonna give me a nice, beautiful beautiful. You guys will see it. Watch ROH. You will see everything that I'm talking about now because I have the beauty of being in two places at one time. Like TK Minion 5508, his favorite movie. We know it's time cop, baby. So yeah.
oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about, yes.
So
Okay,
yeah. So watch ROH this Thursday. You'll get all of everything going down right before Final Battle. So that's all I can really say before things air on TV. So
so, you're talking about, obviously feeling it. There's going to be those feelings of nerves, of course. So, Athena, like you've gone out there, you've had a lot of hard fought battles, but do you still get nervous for every match, or is it just like the big matches where you're like, oh my God, I'm a little nervous? And do you have any pre and post match rituals? Like, how do you make sure that you're relaxed, that you're good to go, and physically and mentally?
I don't know, right? Like I feel like every match I have some bit of nervousness, a little bit of anxiety. Like that's just kind of how we are as performers. We don't want to go out there and be absolutely dreadful or you sucked or whatever. You don't want to not deliver. So like the nerves and the anxiety are there because genuinely, as much as everyone thinks that I'm just the most evil person in the world, I do care about my minions and I care to entertain them. So yeah, like kind of my pre-show ritual is kinda like just try to chill, relax, because every little thing just kind of sets me off. It sets me over the edge with anxiety, with nerves. Every minor thing is a major problem. So a lot of it is just me trying to stay contained and chill and not kick like PAs in the face. And like normally everyone's like, all right, get Athena her green apple skills, her cupcakes and kitten photos, and she'll be okay, guys. Don't no pressure. No pressure whatsoever. So like considering I have a lot of prep once I actually get to the building, still to do like with hair, makeup, all that jazz, and then like trying to go through my brain of like, okay, thinking of everything that Billy might be able to pull out, right? Thinking like, there's a lot of stuff that goes through your brain, but like a lot of it is just like me having my pre-show moment to myself, and I do it every show, like. And I'm certain this is probably on camera somewhere. I've done it for years, and it's just like, hey, go out there and do what you were made to do. You're the best in the world and go show them what they're missing. And that's like the one thing I say every time, like to myself. Yes, it's a little conceited. I don't care. But that's just what goes through my head, and that's what I try to just mentally tell myself before every show, before that music
I don't think, by the way, that that's conceited at all. I feel like that to me is a way for you to like reassure yourself that you got this so that you don't let those nerves get to you because it's like, okay, I've done this before. I've got my own back. I know what to do. This is not
hits.
new to me. And I think it's more of a reassurance type of thing. So I
It's
love it,
more
man.
it's more grounding. I have to ground myself because like sometimes I feel like as performers, as entertainers, as pro wrestlers, like sometimes believing in your own hype can also be a terrible thing for you as well. Like that's how you get careless. That's how you make mistakes. That's how people lose championships, like Billy did to Red Velvet. It's really just bringing it all to ground you and say, hey, you have to do what you do, and no one can take that away from you.
Exactly, exactly. So now I want to get into the title reign, Athena, because the conversation online everywhere, people are always like, Athena deserves her flowers for the work that she has been doing on Ring of Honor. Obviously, longest reigning champion. Athena, for you, from the moment that you stepped back into Ring of Honor to where we're at now, almost 2025, the end of 2024, how do you feel that this championship run, that this whole entire time that you've had in the company has changed and evolved you, not just as a performer, but also as a person? How would you describe this Ring of Honor journey you've been on?
Wild, unexpected. I remember from the moment I won the championship, just knowing how much more I wanted to give to. I say pro wrestling, but I say women's wrestling. Like we're very much so in a male dominated world as far as anyone from the outside looking in, right? But I think consistently I've tried to show that it doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter your race. Like I'm here to deliver, I'm here to entertain, and I know I can do the job better than everyone else on the card. And if I didn't do it better one night, I'm going to make sure that never happens again. Right? It's just the amount of determination I have. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, why watch ROH?" Because I'm there. Because I'm up here taking years off my career, bumping, beating hussies down one by one, consistently defending my title, consistently wrestling Susie from down the street, Becca from down the block, and putting them through the best matches that they've ever had. And it's irritating sometimes to sit there and have people try to discredit what I do, to have people say that, oh, it's just ROH. But here's the thing, ROH is women's division, and I will not only just speak for myself, I'll speak for our entire ROH women's division. We are hungry. We are hungry. There's a reason why they had the ROH TV championship for the women introduced, because they were killing it nonstop. We showed time and time again that we put our hearts, our souls, our passion on a platter, and we constantly deliver. From Layla doing a moonsault off the top of a ladder like a psychopath, to Abaddon getting skewered in the head, to countless other women, Kiera Hogan being a beast, Diabla being a beast. We constantly put our hearts on our sleeves and we go out there and we just show the world, like, hey, watch ROH. We are producing some amazing stuff with women here. And consistently we have proven that the women are the headliners of Ring of Honor. And a man can't take that away from us.
I love that because at the end of the day, you are 100% right. It's not just about your gender or your background or anything like that. It's about what you can do. It's about your merit in the ring. And I feel like because like that's the thing, like the fans recognize it, Athena. The fans recognize when something is good and they make sure to, like talk about it and be like, oh my God, this person's killing it. That person's killing it. And so one of the things that I want to bring up too that the fans have mentioned, and I want to get your thoughts on this. It's two things. The first one is people are recognizing that you're killing it on Ring of Honor, where it's leaving them going, hey, I also kind of want to see Athena on Dynamite and Collision and kind of mix it in with some of those girls that we don't get to see as often over on the Ring of Honor side. What are your thoughts on that?
I love that they want to see me on All Elite Wrestling, but at the same time, like I've always wanted more. I'll say that first and foremost. Tony and I have had several conversations about, hey, I would like to do more with AEW. Hey, I would like to do more with Dynamite, Rampage, whatever. We've had those conversations. So let me say that first and foremost. Those conversations have been had, and there is a time period where that's going to happen. Um, it's changed a lot, I will say that, but it's still happening. I love the fact that the anticipation is killing people, where it's like, why is Athena there and not here? I said, because Athena has her own damn show, minions. That's why. Athena runs ROH. When people think Ring of Honor now, like, it's me. Right? When I was growing up, it was Brian, it was Nigel, it was Samoa Joe, it was AJ, it was the Briscoes, it was Taven and Adam Cole Bay Bay. It was all those guys. But now it's Athena. Now it's Athena. And this is my show. It's my brand. And it's something that when I was young on the independent scene, like that's the place I wanted to work. And I managed to earn a spot on the Ring of Honor roster. So like for me, this is roots for me, right? And I don't want to leave Ring of Honor high and dry, not even a little bit. But at the same time, I know that that time is coming for me soon to kind of do more. Let me put it that way. Do more and make an even bigger impact than what I already have. So yeah, like I love that people are talking about me. It warms my heart, my minions, my support. Like, someone that's been doing this 19, 20 years at this point in time. Like, it means a lot that my fan base is still there and still appreciates everything that I do and they want it so bad. But when you finally get it, y'all don't complain when I kick all these teeth in. That's all I say. When this finally happens, when all your favorites end up on the shelf, when all their favorites prove that they can't hang with a real wrestler, a real champion, I want you guys to remember that you guys wanted this. Okay? So be careful what you ask for, because I'm warning you now, because I already know they're gonna be like, oh my god, we miss Athena, it's so great. And then be like, oh my god, why I don't know if we needed all this. I want you to know that remember what you're asking for, right? When Athena comes to AEW, we are ending mediocrity. We're raising the bar. Okay. So be careful what you ask for, minions.
I got to tell you, Athena, hearing you say that, I'm just like thinking mentally, Athena versus this person, Athena versus that person, of what I would want to see. And I got to mention one name in particular, Mercedes Mone.
Mhm.
I want to get your thoughts on her, coming into AEW. And again, that is a match that people want to see you against Mercedes. What, when you think about that and the possibilities of that, I want to get all your thoughts on that.
Ooh, Mercedes Monet. Um, that's the one I watch very, very closely. Like every match that she has, I just got through watching her match with Hazuki, like not even 15 minutes ago, and it was absolutely amazing. Um, I think when the bar stacks up, like that is my ultimate rival. That is the person that like I don't know how that match is gonna pan out. When I look like every scenario in my head, like because she's so innovative, I'm very innovative. I'm very creative. I know that she loves wrestling just as much as I love wrestling. Like we've had conversations about watching old stuff, like All Japan and like old TNA stuff, and like it's really like I feel like I might have met my match as far as creativity goes in the ring. Um, but at the same time, I've been in matches with, I guess, her former self, and she's never beat me. I look at that and know that, okay, but those weren't singles matches. There were other variables. If it came down to me versus Mercedes Monet one on one, Athena versus Mercedes Monet, that has to headline. That has to be a main event wherever it's going to be. And I look at everything that she's accomplished and everything that she's done, and knowing that as much as I haven't accomplished as much as her, I know that I've done my own string of things, right? Like I was the first ever main event. I was the first ever woman to two-time main event. Hopefully, and actually, no, it's not a hopefully. After this weekend, I'll be a three-time main eventer. I'm going to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome. She is too. I've never gotten to wrestle in Japan. She has the New Japan Strong Championship. I look at everything that has coincided with our careers, and the only difference between me and her is I have more experience and I am more hungry. I don't have to do a little hip swivel dance and say, I got money. No, I got grit, I got determination, and I got these two fists that will dot those I's, hussy. So at the end of the day, like, I know that I'm better than her. It's a matter of showing the world that I'm better than her. At the same time, I'm curious how it would go.
I gotta tell you, Athena, I'm so excited. I think that was the perfect way to wrap up this interview because we're just about out of time. But Athena, it was a pleasure to talk with you. I can't wait
Thank
to see
you.
what you'll continue to do 2025. And then, of course, December 20th, final battle. I'm going to post the links in the description box below where you guys can check that out. Athena, where can people find you on social media, your social handles?
Oh my gosh. You can find me at Athena Palmer underscore FG on the X on Instagram, and I'm on Blue Sky now. So just look up Athena Palmer underscore FG. It should be there. If not, I messed it up. So
Feel like messed up my own name.
Like new social medias are hard for me. You
Yeah.
guys, you can find me on watchroh.com. Watch ROH. Watch my most epic, most dominant title reign in all of history, and watch me terrorize my entire roster.
I love that. I'm going to post the links to everything where you can follow Athena, watch Ring of Honor in the description box below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Bye, everyone.